Welcome, welcome. Title for YouTube. We are going to the Cascade Brewery. We're going to do a big live tour of the Cascade Brewery, which is actually Tassie. It's actually Australia's oldest still in use brewery, the Cascade Brewery. And we've just got a coffee, but we're going to be walking around. We just got our coffee from Bear with Me, and we just got our coffee from there, and we're heading up the main road where trams were first put in use in Hobart. They went right up South Hobart, and then we're going to head to the Cascade Gardens, of course. There's a cute little park down that way, and we're going to go to the female factory as well before we get to the brewery. So if you want to stick around, this is the YouTube intro. Good morning, John. I'm just doing a quick YouTube intro before we get everyone in. Thanks for the repost too. But we just got our coffee. Bear with Me, I think it's called. I heard good things. It's got really high reviews. It's a beautiful mural. Bear with Me, I think it was called. First sip of the coffee. Yep, pretty good. Bit fruity. A little bit fruity, actually. Not too bad. We got this beautiful mural. Platypus, the Australian platypus. But we're going to start our journey. Hopefully some people drop by soon. Sent plenty of DMs to people, all subscribers. John's the first one in. Welcome, John. But we've got Mount Wellington up ahead. It's going to get bigger and bigger because we basically go right underneath it. So it gets pretty awesome. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But I think I remember to do everything before I went live. I DM'd all the paid subscribers. I put the title in, gift goal. YouTube intro is sorted. Thank you for the share, John, and the likes. It's going to readjust my satchel bag. But along this road here I'll say it a few times because it's quite an interesting fact. So this was the first fully electric tram railroad. So electric trolley cart down the middle of the road. The first one in Australia that was fully electric. Tribal Chief, welcome back. Heart me. Thank you, John, for the heart me. Don't forget to use your daily heart me's top left if you haven't already. Thank you for the reminder. But Tribal Chief, thank you for joining in. South Hobart looking good. Yeah. Did you know that this in the middle of the road there used to be a tram line? Do you remember that, Tribal Chief? You can kind of see it there. See that lighter patch on the road? That's where the railroad was, where the trolley cart. And yeah, it was the first electric trolley cart in all of Australia. And we're going to go to the oldest still in use brewery in all of Australia. It is absolutely stunning building. I think it's up there with it's up there with the likes of really not as good as the Sydney Opera House, but it's pretty much as iconic. But you can kind of see it there. See that grey area in the middle? PCK 81, welcome. That was where where the tram line was. But as we walk along here, there's heaps of great cafes. I checked the Google reviews on them because that's what I do. And let's just say that Bear With Me had like a 4.8 as we first see our first glimpse of Mount Wellington in all its glory. Now would be a perfect time to make a break for it and go up the top. But yeah, Bear With Me had a 4.8 or something, and then there's a place called Ginger Brown, which has got another high rating as well. I think I've been there once before. I'd never been to Bear With Me, but Patrick's saying, John, I'm guessing you shared it to Patrick and a fellow friend. Welcome, Treasure. Welcome, C. We are in South Hobart. I'm trying to juggle my coffee and my little bag at the same time. There's an interesting mural up ahead. I'll show you guys. It's I just want to like change it to make it look a little bit silly. That's what I kind of want to do with it. But I'll just turn around and show you in a second as we pass. Morning, Treasure. Right. I'm just going to turn around. Treasure with the 5 donuts. I'm opening the bakery very soon, by the sounds of things, Treasure. Thank you so much, Treasure. I appreciate that. I sent you your DM this morning. How was your drive from Townsville to Cairns or Cairns to Townsville, Treasure? May I ask? This mural up ahead here, can't zoom in. I got no hands free. Let me just put this coffee down. This mural here, I always get a chuckle when I drive past it. Whenever I go to the tip shop, if you replace the skull with a turntable, a DJ turntable, it kind of looks like the Lord or whoever this priest is God is a DJ, shall we say? I always want to like change the skull and that bottom bit to like a turntable and make God a DJ, which is a song, by the way. But I like that mural. I think it's cool. I think it's a priest. We got 10 in the chat already. Where are you guys from? We haven't already commented below. Where are you viewing from today? Don't normally have 10 in the chat this early on. Not normally having 10 this early. It's currently 10 o'clock. It's one of my earlier streams. Wanted to get down here a little earlier because I wasn't sure if the cafe was any good and I wanted to go to the toilet beforehand. And it's going to be about a 1.5 kilometer walk to the Cascade Brewery Gardens. But we're going to take a um, slight change of direction down to the Female Factory. That's what it's called. It's called the Female Factory. I've done a tour through there once. It's basically a prison for females. Yeah, it was a horrible place. If you want to look it up, Hobart Female Factory. Some of the stuff they did there was just unbelievably bad. I'm from Canada, Windsor, across from Denver. I lived in Hobart 30 years. Just moved to Adelaide. Welcome aboard. Or if you want to follow along, guys, top left, we do some Hobart videos from time to time. Treasure with the Harmy. Thank you, Treasure. So this is the other spot. This is called Ginger Brown. I was debating whether to go here or not, but I think I'd already been here. So I decided to go to the other one. Thank you for the follow, both of you. Rob with the follow as well. But Ginger Brown as well got a really high Google rating. Look at these two on the bike. The tandem. So I'm guessing John's got a few relatives in the chat or something. But if you want to comment down below in the chat, guys, where you guys are viewing from. We got a few people from Canada, but the person that was here for 30 years has it. I mean, you've only just left, but what do you reckon? Happy to leave? Or you miss Hobart, or what's the go? Redcliffe, Queensland. I've been to Redcliffe only probably 6 months ago, 12 months ago. Rob, beautiful spot. There's a fish and chip place along the foreshore there that we went to. It was like English themed, and it was really, really good. Rob, so yeah, I love Redcliffe. Sydney, welcome from Sydney. Thank you for the follow, Jude. Are you in Hobart? Says Crispa. We are. Good geo guessing. You want to follow along, Crispa? Top left. Thank you. So you guys must know each other. John's inviting all his mates, which is fantastic. Thank you, John. Melbourne, but grew up in Hobart, says Jack. Welcome aboard, Jack. We got 15 in the chat. It's getting crazy here. Definitely miss Tassie. It's beautiful, says Saints. The other guy from Canada. Sue from Western Australia. I lived in Western Australia, Sue, for 26 years. Which part of Western Australia, may I ask, Sue? Thank you for the follow. There's an interesting there's an interesting thing up here, but it's hard for me to show you because I've got one hand. Let me just zoom in a bit. See that? Straight up ahead, and you can see EEN. EEN. I'm pretty sure that used to say, when I moved here 10 years ago, that was very clear from the city of Hobart, and it said like Keynes something. That person that's been here 30 years, or lived here 30 years, can you tell me what that used to say? It's like someone's house and they've like made a word out of their like bush. Keen's Curry. Thank you, Saints fan. Keen's Curry. What's that about? Is that because they had a curry shop, or what's? Can you give me the? I've always wanted to ask someone that knew what the hell was going on there because I always saw it when in Hobart. I look up the main street, Liverpool, and I'd see the Keen's Curry. I'm like, what the hell? Like, who's got time for that? That's awesome. I lived in Kalgoorlie for 15 years, says Treasure. I've been to Kalgoorlie. Kalgoorlie it's one big hole. I went on the Huon Jet. It was amazing. Huon Jet is pretty good. Keen's Curry is the best curry powder ever. Okay. So it's like product placement. So it was like a very was it like a very well thought out advertisement program? I mean, they must have put it in place years ago for it to grow because it would have taken a long time to grow. I live in Townsville. Treasure just came from Townsville. So it was very interesting. Keen's Curry. That's what it always said. I always could read the Keen's part at the top, but I could never read the. Oh, it's made out of rocks. It's made out of rocks, not like a. See it? You can still see it. Keen and then curry at the bottom. Interesting. Saints Saints fan says just advertisement for Keen's Curry made with white rocks around 40 years ago. That makes sense. Well, I'm guessing all the trees have grown up around it, which is interesting. But is it cold there? It's not cold at all. It's gonna be a top of 21. I'm in a I'm in a t-shirt right now, which is nice. Last live I did last week in Bellerive, I was freezing. I have no clue. I'm from New Northern Territory, but we love our Keen's curry. Treasure's duck in. Treasure, how did you go with your Townsville to Cairns journey, may I ask? Your 4 hour drive. Really need to check out Willow Court. That's a good one, Saints fan. That is a good one. New Norfolk, I was thinking of doing a market, doing the street market there because it's actually quite good. It's like more of a swap meet sort of situation rather than the Salamanca markets, which we've already done. But I'm going to Japan on Saturday, so that's going to be a while away if we do it, which we probably will. Jazz says Tassie is so beautiful. It really is. It actually really is. I'm struggling to keep up with the chat here with one hand. Keen's is the brand name of curry powder. Yes, yes. Street marketplace. Yeah, lots of swap meets. Yeah, but the Willow Court's pretty spooky. Was up in Perth, living down south over 10 years. Now in Australand. Oh yeah, I know what Australand is. I've got family in Mandurah. I used to live in Mandurah. The Norfolk is nice, says Blaze Daddy. Daddy Blaze, sorry. But you can see Mount Wellington up here. It's a beautiful day. Like I said, guys, we're going to be heading to Japan in under a week. So we're trying to get a beautiful community together. People that like travel, watching people walk around the street, interesting facts, whatever. IRL. So if you want to follow along, top left. We're walking to the Cascade Brewery, Bella, which is the oldest still in use brewery in all of Australia. It's a beautiful building. It towers up, I think, 7 or 8, at least 5 to 7 stories. I don't know exactly how many it is. It's quite a unique building. Glenorchy? No. We should go to the West Hobart Bowl. I've never been to the bowl. I've got friends that love skating over there. So that will be a future live. But thank you for the suggestion, Saints fan. I always say if you're from Tassie, recommend me places to go within an hour of Hobart, and I'm literally quite happy to go. We went to Battery Point last week. We went to Kingston Beach on Saturday, and we're now here in South Hobart today. I'm trying to get a few live tours in before Japan, and I'm always up for other locations for me to take you guys. And if you're not from Hobart and you want great day trips or food recommendations, just put them in the chat, and I'm happy to tell you my opinion. But I'm happy to tell you my opinion. Is that where Cascade Brewery was first made? Yes, I assume. Like I said, it's the oldest still in use brewery in the all of Australia. It's a magnificent building. But before we go there, we're going to go to the female factory and have a quick look, which I don't want to talk too much about because TikTok will probably ban me. But it was a horrible prison slash hospital in the convict era down in Hobart. I did a tour through there. How's the mountain today? It's right there, my guy. Just a guy. There you go. Thank you for the heart me as well. Don't forget to use the daily heart me's, guys. Top left. Female factory is insane. Yeah, just a horrible place. It's a horrible place. It's got a lot of history, but yeah, it's not a very nice place. I'm gonna remember where to go. I think I got to go down here. I'm trying to. It beautiful walls, beautiful buildings, beautiful like history. Well, not beautiful history, but interesting history. Um, but yeah, it was a really sad time in Australia, that's for sure. Thank you, John. Treasure, you followed to 5 people. Thank you, Treasure. And for the donuts earlier. I appreciate the donuts. Donut goal of 18 to start us off. Beautiful Mount Wellington. Treasure with another donut. I think I I don't really know. I'm gonna oh no, I can see the wall. I can see the wall. So you can see the wall. You'll see it a bit better and a bit further up. But we just got our coffee from Bear with Me. 4.8 on Google reviews. It's quite good. Giselle, thank you for the heart me. Treasure with the rose. Thank you, Treasure. What city are you in? Says Mark. We're in Hobart, and we're in a place called South Hobart, slightly up the hill of Mount Wellington, and we're going to a place called the Cascade Brewery and the Female Factory today. Got 41 people in the chat. What the hell? If anyone wants to chat, send in the chat below where you guys are viewing from. I'd love to see. I'd love to go to New Zealand and Tasmania. Someone said something about, no, you need to go to Ginger Brown. Yeah, we just walked past there. That was my other. That was my other suggestion from people. Was that place as well? I'd already been there before, so I wanted to go somewhere different. Ginger Browns. I'm viewing from South Hobart. What the hell? Just the just the guy. Look out the window, bro. You know exactly where I am then. Hello from Canberra. Canberra again. If you guys want to follow along, top left, we're going to Japan on Saturday. We're going to be doing hour videos each day, hopefully, depending on reception each day. We're going to be showing you an interesting place in Japan as we crisscross Japan for 26 days. And we're going to be doing things like snack of the day, where we review a snack, a Japanese snack, live on stream. And we're just going to have a good time. We're going to go to some crazy places. We're going to go to samurai towns, Gundam statues. We're going to a 1,000-year-old sakura tree. I've got some pretty crazy stuff. We're going to watch the sunrise over the Pacific. Like, there's some pretty wild stuff that I've planned in the itinerary, all designed by myself. I've been to Japan twice already. This will be my third time. Thank you for the follows. Can't keep up with the chat at the moment. It's getting out of hand. But this is a Cascade Female Factory. I didn't know it was called Cascade Female Factory. Hopefully it wasn't sponsored by them. But there is some waterfalls around here called the Cascade. I'm pretty sure. Just the guy if you want to chime in. Treasure box top left. Someone put that in the chat. I can't keep up. Sorry if I'm missing everyone's comments. If you want your comment if you want your comment read out, follow along top left. But look at this place. Like, this is an actual prison / hospital. Thank you for the harmony, Judith. 31st member. Thank you for the follow, Bella. This is the beginning of the Hobart Cascades Female Factory. Thank you for the follow, Cody. Beautiful day down here. Bella, it is. Go closer, says Rob. I don't know where your comment's hidden. Yeah, there's some, just a guy lives in around the corner from here. But yeah, some pretty bad shit happened here. I am going to go closer. We're not going to go in, but because you have to pay. And it's a World Heritage Site as well, guys. World Heritage Site. And I might try and get you a quick sneak peek. Sorry, I missed a few comments there. What did John with the what a view? Thank you, John. Annabelle, welcome. Sorry, I missed your comment. So this is the female factory. Inside, it was a prison / hospital maternity for the bad girls of Hobart, but they weren't that bad, really. Like, stealing a loaf of bread really isn't a crime, in my opinion. It's a beautiful bronze statue over here. Look at the brickwork. So this is a reproduction here, this part, and then this is the original here, stoneworks. So yeah, it was actually a maternity hospital / prison, as you can see by the bronze statue. That's an image for you. I don't know if John wants to get an image of that. Let me try and get the car out of the way. I don't know if John, if you're interested. Something like that, maybe. If you're there, John. Treasure with the donut. Thank you, Treasure. Annabelle with the rose. Thank you. That's a pretty good image, actually, John, if you're interested. I'll stay there for another couple of seconds. 44 seconds on the treasure box, guys. If you want to click on that, send some gifts in the chat or send them to someone else. It's a pretty good image. Not sure if John's still in the chat. We've got 43 people watching. If you want to comment, if you haven't already, where you guys are watching from. Love to know where the algorithm's sending you guys. Absolutely would love to know. I'm very interested in geography. I have family still there, says Saxon. God damn. Crazy, my guy. There's a tour happening as we speak. There's a tour happening as we speak, so I won't stick the camera in their face. Treasure box top left, guys. Susie, welcome to the chat. My brother and nephew. Thank you for the follow, Tim. Thank you for the rose. Rhodey? Robin, sorry. So one last look at the female factory, guys. Like I said, it's a real grim part of Hobart's history. The likes of Port Arthur. Most of it got destroyed, I think, in a fire. If anyone wants to fact check me there. Thank you for the rose, Giselle. Thank you for the tiny dinies. Just a guy, local South Hobart person and subscriber. Treasure with the puffy hearts. Thank you, Treasure. I do appreciate the gifts. Thank you, Judith, for the ice creams. It does make me more enthusiastic, shall we say. I mean, I had to drive 25, 30 minutes to get here, etc. Look at that beautiful building. So any gifts are very, very appreciated. If you want to follow along, top left. If you can't send gifts, that is completely fine. Comments, shares, likes are all free. But we do also have the subscription offering up here where you get access to you get the Mac badge. So if John or any other subscribers in the chat want to chime in with any of the beautiful mangoes and cream gifts that we have and stickers, um, we got some pretty cool AI generated ones. There you go, John. See, John's just put all the little stickers in there if you want to subscribe and help the channel even more so. We've got 55 people watching. If you want to comment where you're from, we're in South Hobart. Now we're going to take a quick, I think we go left here. I'm all basing this on like visual map memory. Where are you from in Tassie? Sorrel Midway is the best way to describe it. So it's it's not a massive journey out here, but I wouldn't come out here normally. I've been out here many times. So there you go. The Hobart Female Factory. I'm going to click on this treasure chest now and get that out of the way. Move out of the way, please. Why did I? Okay, cool. Cool. But yeah, Female Factory. Crazy, crazy stuff. You can Google it in your own means. Not the nicest thing to talk about. I would 100% recommend visiting though. Which the coffee. I was born in Windsor. Where's Windsor? Into the gardens. We're going to the gardens now, Bella. Watching from Glebe Hill. That's not that far away, bro. Have you ever been to Huonville? I've been to Huonville many times. I had family live there. You can see it. There you go. You can see it. The top. John with the donuts. We are opening a bakery here, guys, and every contribution helps. That's the top of the Cascade Brewery, Australia's oldest still in use brewery. I will be your tour guide for this next probably hour and a half. We'll mosey around here. So stick around if you want to see the beautiful Cascade Brewery. Got all the tourists walking past now. We're entering tourism area. I will pop off to the loo at some point because I know there's a toilet up ahead, but I will be back shortly at that point. Watching from Berrydale. Berrydale's a beautiful spot up on the hill there. Oh yeah, this is the beautiful Cascade Gardens. There is like a little dam thing here. Thank you, John, for the comment. What's the gimbal you're using? DJI. It is. It's a DJI 5 or whatever not the newest one because I got this for a good deal. It's about $100 for this gimbal, but I'm moving my hand. Where's the shadow? I'm moving my hand, as you can see, and look how steady it is. I don't know if you can see my shadow. See that? It's pretty good. And like I've watched a lot of street IRL streamers and they don't have a gimbal. And I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? Just get a gimbal because it makes the experience for the viewer, which is what we're all here for, right? It makes the experience for the viewer so much better than like just absolute chaos. So this is the beautiful, I don't know what river this is called, to be honest. Thank you for the follow as well. Sorry I missed Brandy. What's that flag, bro? That's a cool flag, the red one. Thank you for the rose, Alex. Yeah, it's pretty stable. Yeah, DJI got to do a good job. The new one, the 7P, the Pro one is I'm actually low key like envious. It's got the tripod. I'll show you quickly. I have to unscrew the tripod here. So that's the tripod, and it screws into the bottom. So it's screwing into the bottom now. On the new one, it's built into the into the handle, so you don't have to like have this giant tripod part. But it's pretty cool. I've got the 7P. There you go. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, bro. You've got the one. Look at the colors on this tree here. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Only one person around in the area. 15,000 likes already. Oh my god, it's getting crazy in here. 39 people watching. appreciate everyone for stopping by. Like I said, we do lives pretty regularly at the moment. We're going to be going to Japan on Saturday and do 26 lives and 26 days for an hour a day. So if anyone wants to follow along, I would greatly appreciate it. But we've just been doing a few Hobart lives to build up the community. We're up to, I think, nearly 600 followers in like a month, which is just craziness, absolute craziness. But I'm just going to put the gimbal down for a second and just sneak off to the loo, if that's all right with you guys. I'll try and find somewhere nice to put you. This is the toilet here. Hopefully they're open. Oops. Open they are. Just gonna put you guys somewhere nice. I want you to sit down somewhere nice. Thank you for the follow, PJ. Thank you so much. I don't really have anywhere to put you guys. Can't really put you in here. Maybe I can just like stick you there, maybe. There you go. You can look at the reflection in the water there for a second. How about that? I will be back in a second, my guys.
This way, Harry, it is a toddler's shoe. This way, Harry. This way. Not up there. I know you can get up there.
Beautiful sounds, yes.
Yeah, I can speed a little bit.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Now, this is one of the top gardens in Hobart. So you got the botanical gardens, but just the serenity of just being so close to Hobart, as you can see. Absolutely stunning. Got the crows and the sounds. But we're going to continue on to the brewery. All right. Thank you, John, for the comment. Crazy there for a bit. We got up to like 50 people. Sorry, I had to go to the loo. Everyone's like, nah, see ya. I'm out. But appreciate everyone for hanging around who have. KC with the follow. Thank you. Treasure with the likes. Appreciate it, Treasure. Look at those colours on those trees I had. They're just beautiful. Just the likes. Thank you. 21 watching. Do appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around. I know you've probably got things to do. I do appreciate it. This is a beautiful park. Absolutely stunning. Do you have any questions? Put them in the chat below. I'm happy to answer them. Or if you have any great day trip live options, places I should visit. This was one suggested by someone. I can't remember who. Grace made a great suggestion for Battery Point. So we did that last Tuesday. Someone else suggested Kingston Beach. Did that on Saturday. I'm listening, guys. I am listening. And I've been to the majority of these places you've mentioned. And happy to go back. But ones like Battery Point, where I've never been before, that was so pleasantly surprising. I was just like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I can't believe I've never walked through here. In 2 months' time, there's some below. What do you mean? You're talking about What about funguses? Saw some funguses the other day actually, but they just look like whatevers. John with ha ha ha. This spot down here is really nice. It's off the beaten track a little bit, but if we all just be a little bit quiet, you got the beautiful trickle of the you got the beautiful trickle of the river. As I nearly fell. Look at this. We're literally like only a 5 minute drive to the city. We're a 5 minute drive. John, get ready with your screenshot. Here we go. Anything like that would be fantastic for you, John. That is stunning. Below with the absolute gold, the knowledge. Thank you so much. There you go, John. If you want to get a quick screenshot, my knees are about to give way. Beautiful. 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 What? I've taken a few. Thanks. Beautiful. I can stand up. My legs are giving out. But yeah, we're only literally like 5 minutes to the center of Hobart. Tim, welcome. And we're in all the nature. John with the water view, mangoes, subscriber only emote stickers. Beautiful, John. It is water view. I missed it. What did you miss, Felix? What did you miss? Look at the colors over there, actually. Now with the light hitting it. Oh my goodness. Does this look like the UK, John? Does that look like the UK? The pic. Maybe John could send it to you, John, if that's all right. Maybe you could send it, Felix, that screenshot you just took. Or maybe you can send him your other TikTok channel and you can screenshot it from there, maybe. I just nearly fell when I went down there, so I'd rather not go back down. Sorry about that. Doing a little bit of work here. Look at the autumn leaves falling. Bro. Unbelievable. So we're coming up to the brewery. We're very close to the brewery now. I was going to try and sneak us into the actual gardens part, but you have to go through like the formation place. But I might be able to like pretend I'm just taking a quick like picture with the gimbal, or do I take the phone off the gimbal, put you in my pocket? Look at these colors. We'll find a way. We'll get you in. We'll get you in, guys. You don't have to pay to go into the restaurant part. Look at the colors. John, thank you. Appreciate that, John. I just my knees were giving way there and down the river. Didn't want to stay crouched for so long. But John's got a little side TikTok if anyone wants to follow along. He takes his screenshots of people's lives and chucks them in. Good for him. They look cool. I was like, I know that picture. That was me. But thank you, John. Down to 17 people. It's all calmed down a little bit. So Asahi owns this place. Look at that. I was dealing with animals. John, my other account. Look at the brickwork on this building and the organ pipes and Mount Wellington behind. Oh my God. Unbelievable. And you're like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Like, that's a really good picture, right? Tap tap the like button if you think that's cool, yeah? Tap, 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 tap. 21,000 likes. Tappity tap, tap, tap. And then you're like, oh yeah, you turn to the left. Holy bloody God. Look at it. Thank you, user, for the follow. Look at thank you for the likes. What the actual hell? That's amazing. So this used to actually be a sawmill in its early days. And this has been in operation for over 200 years. 1824. Yeah, 1824. There you go. I was right. I did some Googling last night. 1824. This is an absolute stunning piece of architecture. It's just beautiful. It's so unique. Wow. But yeah, it's been in operation for like 200 years. So now you're entering the tour guide part of the live, by the way, guys. Ha ha ha. So yeah, this was from all my Googling. So started in 1824. It was originally a sawmill, and then it got converted into a brewery some point back then. And there was a big fire that went through in the like 60s or 50s or 60s or something, I read, and it nearly burnt this place down to the ground. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine if this place wasn't here anymore? And when it was just a picture in our memory? What a bloody shame it would have been. Absolute, what a shame it would have been if this thing had burnt down. We had a big fire come through apparently. And here's the stone to prove that it's the oldest brewery in Australia. 1824. 201 years old. So Felix John said, sorry, I requested to follow, but it's hidden for some reason. I don't know why TikTok hides some comments, but I'm just reading it out, John, for you. Surrounded, welcome. That it is that Felix has sent a request to you, John. But Surrounded, we have just entered. Do you know where we are? Do you know where we are? So yeah, the oldest pub, the, the oldest pub, the oldest brewery still in use. John says, okay, I will take a look. So I'm gonna get a few more little photo opportunity spots. So don't worry, I'm not leaving because this is where we're gonna be for the majority of it, and then we're gonna start to walk back for part of the live as well. Look at this hedge, by the way. Like, what a job! What a job! A job to yes, Surrounded knows where we are. For anyone who loves VB on the mainland, they also brew it here, and it actually tastes like beer because they use the like amazing water we have down here. Basically, do they still have mercury cider? They do. They still make mercury cider. That's probably one of my favorite ciders, and they make it in Hobart. I like Pagan, which is down in the Huon Valley as well. If you ever visit, try Pagan, try Mercury cider. They also do Frank's. Um, Frank's. What else is there? They're the big ones. I don't like many of the other ones. Pagan cherry cider is very good, very sweet, but it is delicious. I prefer just the regular cider. Just the guy says cherry cider. Willie Smith, that's right, Willie. So we're gonna do a big pan. So this hedge is absolutely off its head. Miss Riss 79, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So this is your postcard. This is if John's in the chat or any other paid subscribers. If you can get the what a view a mango emoji ready, because you're about to drop it at the absolute perfect time. Ready? Get ready with your what a view mango stickers. Lani with the follow. Any subscribers in the chat, now is your time to drop your what have you mango. There we go. There you go, John. Take there. Actually, there's one good image for you, John. Once like a car goes past, like whenever you want to take a screenshot, that is as famous, in my opinion, as the Opera House, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and it is an absolute banger of a day. Annabelle, you're joining at the perfect time. Beautiful. And then if you get one from a little bit further away, you actually get Matt Wellington in the background too. We got 70 in the chat. Thank you all for stopping by. Like I could literally just stay here and do the rest of the live, like legitimately. What a view! Thank you, John, with the mangoes. What a view stickers. Thank you so much. Actually, I think I need to go inside the grounds to get to the Mount Wellington shot, but that's all right. We'll try and sneak through there. Treasure with the donuts, two from Surrounded, one from Treasure. Thank you. We're at 12 of 18 donuts, which does motivate me to come out here and do this for you guys. And this is a lot less than paying a tour guide, trust me. Way less. I might not know as much, but the sh- I have the street smarts that the tour guides don't have. Oh my God, that is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Your lives keep dropping out. Sorry. I'm showing green reception here. Mini heart surrounded. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm showing green reception here, so I don't know why that is, but keep me posted. It is okay. Probably on my end. Turn your router on and off again, maybe. Oh my God. No reception. Good, bro. It's good. All right, cool. I don't want anyone to miss this because this is like peak. This is peak. You got the brewery. You've got this lady walking past. Let's wait for a second. Got the beautiful autumn leaves. We are in beautiful Hobart right now. Nina, welcome. Whereabouts in Hobart are you from, Nina? You want to follow along top left? Anyone else that hasn't followed along top left or use your daily heartme's? Top left. Kim with the follow. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that, Kim. We do Tassie lives on the regular, and we're going to Japan on Saturday, where this channel will be overrun with Japan for an entire month. Try and keep the brewery in the middle. Beautiful. 24,000 likes too. Oh my God. You guys are crazy. How many floors is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors. It is nearly taller than any building in Hobart city centre, and it was built in 1824. How crazy is that? I don't want to walk on the other side of the road because that's got some cool little like stuff. I'm gonna do that. Gonna walk on the other side of the road, guys, because there's some cool little like bits and pieces over there. So bear with me. Nina, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You must be excited about your trip. Very excited, Annabelle. I live in Melbourne now. I'll be back visiting family in a few weeks. Well, it's gonna get cold. I am excited, Annabelle, though. Japan's probably one of my favorite travel locations. I was going there way before all the tourists were going there, that's for sure. And I going there last trip and seeing how busy it was in 2023 and how crazy it is now, it's made me want to push out into the regions a little bit more. Look at the brickwork here. I know, put on the puffer jacket. Pull out the puffer jacket. Yes. The puffer jacket is the unofficial uniform of Hobart and Tassie people in general. We've got these beautiful just gonna sit here. Oh, because I'm not going to get too close because they might be a bit funky. Kim with the heart me. Thank you, Kim. 33rd member of the team. Thank you so much. Peter DeGraves. He was the original founder, I think it was. I think I was reading about that. And then over here, we've got the beautiful. And Melbourne, yes. I'll be doing a live in the Melbourne airport for a little while once I get bored. Where's that little. There's a little bell thing. It's got a little crate on top. Crazy. Very excited about Japan, though. Absolutely. Cannot wait. I've been planning this trip for over a year and a half. I finally got the itinerary sorted. Nearly everything is completely structured. Even what we're eating every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, has been Google reviewed to a millisecond of its life. Some things you like to keep casual, which we do have a few casual things, but I like to know you're only on holiday for a certain amount of time. And how annoying is it when you go on holiday and you don't have anything planned for lunch or dinner or whatever it is, and you're like, oh yeah, let's just go to this place. Don't check the reviews, you just go in there, you have a shit meal. That's one of your meals that you're gonna have in that country, and it's been ruined because you didn't do a tiny bit of research beforehand. Like it's completely up to anyone on how they do their holiday planning, but that's how I prefer to operate. I prefer to operate highly structured, know exactly what I'm having each day, and picking the best thing to eat in that town, city, suburb each day. We got some beautiful old all right, surrounded. Have a beer for me. Thank you, Bertie, for the follow. Much appreciated. So if I can zoom in here, I can show you the beautiful old. So they used to do black currant, ultra C. They used to do a real Tasmanian fruit something, Cascade, and they did a apple ale sparkling juice, and then a beer. So they've kept some of the old advertisement too. You can see my gimbal now. Oh, maybe not. Point it out there, and I do like that. See how stable it is? You guys are not moving at all. Trying to make it as enjoyable for the viewers as possible. No idea what these giant silos are, but they're probably hold beer. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? They're full of beer. And we're going to get one more look at Mount Wellington around here. You can actually do tours in the actual Miss Jess with the heart me. Thank you, Jess. You can actually do tours at the brewery as well. So if you're interested in doing an actual proper tour, like they cost actual money, like crazy money. John with the 4 donuts. Is that the goal reached? That's pretty much the goal reached. That power pole is in the worst spot. Morning, Jess. How are you? Hope everyone's mornings are going well. Thank you for the rose, Tony. If you want to follow along, Tony, top left. John with 2 extra runs, which makes our goal. Thank you, everyone that contributed to the bakery today. We got our 18 donuts in no time. I really appreciate that. It does help me get out here and about and give you guys a bit of value to your morning. Is there like dude? If there was like a beer gift thing, but that's like kind of more adult, and this is like a kids app, isn't it? Bro, if there was like a beer, give me a beer, ice cream, chocolate, coffee magic. That's close. I might do coffee magic. That'd be a cool emoji to see if someone does gift, which is not required, by the way. It's just an afterthought. Oh, there's a spooktacular, bro. That's sick. It's also 2,000 coins. Holy shit! I'm not gonna put you guys through that. Yeah, I'm gonna do the coffee one. Screw it. It's kind of cool. Great thing about the touristy spots like here is I'm not getting looked at for being on my phone and a gimbal like a tourist. So Tony with the follow. Thank you, Tony. Morning. I know this place so well. I used to live basically opposite, Tiff says. If you want to follow along, Tiff, top left. There's the back of the brewery. Doesn't look as nice as the facade. Have you got any cool facts, Tiff, you can give me for the guys in the chat? Tiff, you live basically right here. You got any cool facts you want to throw at me? That'd be amazing. I've been Googling a little bit before the live to try and give you guys a bit of value. So yeah, it's very ugly on the back, isn't it? Oh my God. It's very ugly on the back. So we are an hour into the stream, guys. How are we enjoying things so far? We've walked Bear With Me, the coffee shop, and then we walked to the female factory and we got like 50 people watching at that point. I don't know what the hell happened there. They must have tickled the TikTok algorithm at that point. Tiff with the follow. Like I said, Tiff, you want to chuck in any fun facts in the chat, please do. If you don't want to, that's fine. Look at these colours. Yeah, we pumped like 50 people watching at the female factory, which is a bit grim. And now we finally made it to the Cascade Brewery. Now I'm going to try and go through here. So I'm not going to be speaking for a little bit, guys. And you might end up in my pocket at some point. Thank you for the follow. Ice bowl with my little eye. I'm just going to pretend I'm taking the odd picture here and there. You guys can see that. No, that's bad. Can't really see it. Sorry, guys. But that's the mountain in the background with the snow on it. Sorry about that, guys. Just trying to get through. We're now in the outside part. This is the Cascade Gardens. I will be talking a bit more in a second, guys. Give me a sec. Trying to find a spot to sit. It's a nice spot under this tree, actually. I will get to the comments in a second. Maybe the stone. Look at this. This is like a stone bench that's just been carved out by the convicts. Madness. So here we are in the Cascade Gardens. This is a terrible spot to sit. There's a giant tree in the way. Let me just go back to the comments to see if I've missed anything. Tony, it is. I think it's one of the oldest breweries in Australia. It is the oldest, still in use brewery. Tony, you are correct. Where is this? We're in the Cascade Gardens in South Hobart. Jamon. Treasure sharing the live. Appreciate that, Treasure. Cascade, the brewery, says Jamon. And we're up to date with a rose from Treasure. Thank you. Now that I've just got my bearings, I'm just going to quickly put you guys down for a second just so I can put some lip balm on. All right. Woo. You can stare at Mount Wellington for a second. So we got in, which is lovely. Now we've got snack of the day, guys, which is a little bit of a tease to Japan when we go. So we're going to be doing a snack of the day each and every day in Japan. And today it's brought to you by Bear With Me, which is the cafe I went to at the beginning. And we got a salted caramel brownie, mind you. So your quintessential chocolate caramel salted brownie. Me and my wife are from Tasmania and we moved to Queensland 7 years ago. Oh, cool. Which part of Tassie? Any spots that brew beer is true. Annabelle says yummy. Salted caramel brownie. Thank you, M, for the follow from Bear With Me, which is a 4.8, I think it was, rated cafe in South Hobart. There's also Ginger Brown, I know that, but I hadn't been to Bear With Me, so I went there. Devonport, beautiful spot where the spirit of Tasmania sets sail from. G'day, says Sarah Jane. Welcome to Sarah Jane. Whereabouts are you today? We are at Mount Wellington, but we're at the Cascade Brewery, which is behind this terribly placed tree. It's behind there, but I will get to that shortly. I'm just staring at the mountain. John, if you want a screenshot, that's a perfect shot for you, I must say. But we're going to be doing snack of the day, guys, which is going to be a segment added to the Japan portion of the lives. We're going to be in Japan for 26 days, doing 26 lives, hopefully, depending on reception. And we'll be doing a snack of the day each day, approximately halfway through the live, just to give people time to get into the live and whatnot. Tony says, Hobart is really nice. John with the likes. So this is going to be today's preview snack of the day from Bear With Me, a 4.8 cafe in South Hobart. It's salted caramel brownie. John with the what? It's John with the snack of the day. Yeah, I just added those. Thank you, John. So I just added some new mangoes and cream stickers in the paid subscriber portion of the channel. If you wanted to follow along and subscribe down or up there, I think it's up there somewhere. You can definitely do that, as I just lost my wrapper. Sorry. Just lost my wrapper. Put you back where you belong. Beautiful. So yeah, if you want to subscribe, that's something you can do as an extra, added extra, not required, but we got the salted caramel brownie treasure with the 10 roses. Oh my God. And Tony with a rose. I forgot that. Sorry, Tony. Thank you both. And that's the salted caramel brownie. I'm going to give it a try now. Okay. Got your AMSR, me chewing on food, if anyone's into that. White Island, good morning. Saints fan is back. Is it good? Give me a second. I'm going to get into the middle of it. It's extremely dense, slightly crumbly on the outside, which is interesting. Chewy in the middle. How much was the brownie slice? It says treasure, but it's hidden. I can see it. I have no idea. I should really know that. I can't because I am currently living, so I can't show you how much it cost. Look, I would say I got a coffee, a large coffee, and the caramel brownie. And if it was over $13, I would be slightly disappointed. If it was under $13, I wouldn't be that upset. Very chewy in the middle. It's a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 mangoes. I'm not going to eat it all because it's so dense and rich, but I'll save that for later. I'll say that's a 4 out of 5, guys. $9.50 for both. If it was $9.50, then I'll be like, okay, that's very good value. Can't imagine it was that cheap. Nothing is cheap nowadays. Watched a video of a guy who was in Switzerland and he was trying out all the takeaway food, like McDonald's, KFC, blah, blah, blah. And he was paying like $60 for like a burger, a meal of like a burger meal, and then like an extra burger or an extra something, something. And it was like $50 to $60 in Switzerland. Like, I was like, sorry? Like, sorry? But yeah, that was snack of the day. 4 out of 5 mangoes. Crumbly on the outside, gooey in the middle. Wasn't that much caramel, but maybe it's further in the middle. But that's a little taste of snack of the day in Japan, guys. There'll obviously be other people. I'm going with 2 other people in Japan, so there will be other people that you'll see and have a review on as well, which is fantastic. If they want to, they don't have to. Tony says brewery was established in 1824. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. It is over 200 years old. 200 years. Hobart is the one of the, if it's not the oldest, it's one of the oldest in Australia. I think Sydney and Hobart are pretty close. I don't know the exact thing, but we're going to be doing a little walk around here. John with the, is that the coffee? Coffee magic. I think that's the coffee. Thank you, John. I couldn't find a beer, so I'm like, oh, I'll just put the coffee in there because it's the same thing. But we're literally in the wilderness right now, guys. Look around. We're down to 12 in the chat. Everyone's seen enough. John with the mangoes. Ha ha ha. We're literally in the middle of nowhere right now, guys. And you wouldn't believe there's a 7-story brewery behind this tree. We got beautiful Mount Wellington. Basically, now's your chance. If you were going to go to Mount Wellington, now go. Like 20 minutes, you're at the top. 20 minutes, you're at the top. Treasure with the butterfly. Thank you. Thank you so much, all of you that are watching. I'm going to have to charge my phone at this rate. Why is the new phone still has no battery? All right, sorry about this. Might as well chuck it in. Tony with the TikTok logo. Thank you, Tony. Much appreciated. Like I said, it does help me stay motivated to come out here for you guys, but with the amount of support that Little Old Mangoes and Cream is getting over the last month. Treasure with the 12 roses. Thank you, Treasure. Thank you so much. Like, I haven't even done any of those like TikTok battle things because every time I try and do one with Kevin, he's never available. If anyone follows Kevin, he's like he streams like 12 hours a day, every day, but it's his job, and he's just a mad legend. I do like 1 to 2 hours. I mean, the Kingston Beach live was 3 hours, and I was like, where did the time go? So I can kind of see how he goes that long, but so long. But I appreciate all three of you there for the gifts. The beer, the coffee, the beer, the coffee is a little bit more on the expensive side, so I just wanted to see what it looked like. I appreciate it. We're in basically a rainforest right now, guys. Just gonna do a quick walk around the Cascade Gardens. This is the Cascade Gardens. Beautiful birds in the tree. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat below. Or if you want to comment where you're watching from right now, put it in the chat below, guys. Captain says, hi, John. Thank you for the share, John. I haven't seen Betty this morning. It's probably night time for you guys. Betty was our lovely latest subscriber. She's a very lovely lady. I don't know what's going on here, but there's normally water in these things. What does this say? A reflective pool. Oh, that's cool. So you can like get a shot, kind of get a shot here of like, kind of get a reflection thing going on. Caught in the act. We're at the Cascade Brewery. Thank you for stopping by. Caught in the act. We're going to be showing you the Cascade Brewery. I hope there's water in there for my wedding. Chris, you're getting married here. You're new to the chat if you want to follow along. Chris, that's awesome. Well, hopefully they have water in here for you. 20 days. All right, this is a current look at your wedding location. Chris, send this to your bride. She will freak out. Thank you for the follow, Chris. Do not enter until further notice. Chris. Oh my God, Chris. Godspeed. Sorry to show you the bad news. Hopefully the wedding isn't called off. John with the tap, follow, plus share to your friends. Plus, join the team with a heart me. John is the TikTok unicorn of my channel. He has done everything that you can do for a channel. Everything. And I appreciate him a lot. Here we go. Mount Wellington again. We might see the back of the brewery or the side of the brewery. That's pretty cool. She's going to flip. Oh, God. Bearer of bad news. So to come out here is technically free. You're meant to like buy something at the restaurant, cafe, like pub thing. John with the what a view emoji. Thank you, John. Only John and 5 other people have access to that. But Cascade Brewery snack review. Thank you, AI. There's the brewery there, making your VBs and your Cascades and your this and your that. But you're meant to buy something. But if you do the sneaky and just walk straight past the lady asking where you want to sit, you pretend you're in that group, probably get past pretty well. I mean, I just took the phone off and put it in my pocket quickly and just walk straight through. Confidence is king, guys. Bamboo here, which is very out of place. Very out of place. Good morning, events. Hub Hobart. Welcome back. Have you ever done an event at here, where we are currently? Cascade only makes their own beer, not FB. What are you talking about, VB? We've done events here. Beautiful. Well, we went from the Bear With Me coffee shop to the female factory. We had over 50 people watching at one point. And I'm sad they're missing out on this part, which is probably the nicer part, to be honest. But till TikTok does those things. Well, we're currently at the Cascade Gardens, Cascade Brewery, and I'm just trying to avoid being spotted with students fully checking me out. VB. I heard someone said they made VB here. Is that correct? Do you know? 29,000 likes as well. Thank you, guys. They don't make VB. All right, interesting. Someone earlier on said they did. So, I mean, I believe a local over anything. Beautiful horse and cart going on down here. There is a chicken. There is a chicken that frequents this area. As I try not to stack it down the hill. VB is made in Melbourne at the CUB. Yeah, that makes more sense. Now, if you wanted to be sneaky, guys, you wanted to be sneaky and you were not allowed in, there's a spot here where you could pretty much jump the fence. I'm not suggesting you do, but you could easily pop that if you were really keen to get in and whatnot. It's a smoking area. Don't want to get in the way of people eating their food. So we're probably going to exit soon. Exit this area because I'm in prime view of all the stuff at the moment. Get one last look at the brewery behind this tree. It used to be an IRL streamer. There you go, John. If you want there's a caution tape in the front. Betsy with the follow. Thank you, Betsy. That's your Mount Wellington Cascade Brewery. Let me point it up, maybe. I mean, you could maybe crop it, John, if you wanted to crop that, the bottom part out. Like, that's pretty good. It's up to you on that one. I'll go up a bit higher for you. There you go, John. You want to get that? It's a pretty good one. And Felix, if you're in the chat. Yeah, hopefully you got that one. Well, we're at the Cascade Brewery at the Cascade Gardens, guys, looking at Mount Wellington, the organ pipes, and Cascade Brewery, which was, it used to be a sawmill. It turned into a brewery in 1824. It's been around for 200 years and it's still in existence. Thank you, John. Thank you. And it nearly burnt down in the 50s, 60s, 70s, somewhere around then. Can you imagine if this place didn't exist anymore? What a crying shame it would be. I see we're at 48 in the C2 rankings, guys, whatever that means. But I guess what happens when you get to number one? You go up to C1? Interesting. Prado, welcome. We're at the Cascade Brewery, Cascade Gardens at Hobart. Thank you for the comment. If you want to follow along, top left. I appreciate your comment. Got 11 in the chat still. Looks great. Thank you for the follow. Queen Prado. Prado 150. Thank you. This channel is all about getting people interested in Tasmania, which is already enough people interested in here, but just gives you a little idea on what's down here. And travel in general. We're going to be going to Japan on Saturday for 26 days. BB is made in Victoria, I think. Yeah, I mean, Victoria better. That makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Can't wait to get to Tasmania. Have you got a planned trip, Prado? You have a planned trip? Or is this maybe giving you the inspiration to plan a trip? I'm just going to put you in my pocket again. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, you meant to go in there and buy something. Has a beautiful whoa, hang on, come on. Has a beautiful history on the walls as well, unfortunately, which I can't show you. Sorry. I'm getting married there at the end of the month, says Kayla. Hopefully you're not the bride of the other person in the chat before. You missed a interesting part. But that's cool. Try their platters the best. Well, I'm getting married there at the end of the month. Da, da, da. Let's get up to date with me. Oh, you are? Oh, God. Okay. So, congratulations, first of all. It's a beautiful venue. There is a slight issue with the reflection pond. Don't contact me about it. I have no idea what's going on, but it's all out of order at the moment. Hopefully, they're up and running by the time your wedding is. But congratulations nonetheless. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to follow along, top left. We're going to get one more look at the Cascade Brewery. And then we're going to begin our walk back through the gardens. Might go past the female factory again. Best state in Australia. Wish I'd never left. Dead Chief. Where? Where are you living now, may I ask? And if you want to follow along as well, top left. Getting a little bit windy now, actually. This is the giant hedge that someone has to trim. Melbourne. There we go. There's your postcard image there, guys. What a view. What a view. We've been live for an hour and a half now, guys. Hopefully everyone's enjoying. Got Amanda, Amy, Kayla, user, Dead Chief, user, Annabelle, and Tony in the chat. Thank you all for stopping by. I do appreciate it. We're at the Cascade Brewery, the oldest still in use brewery in all of Australia. And there's no other brewery that is better looking than this one. Find me a better one. That's all I'll say. Find me a better one. John with a like. Now, Now would be the time if you were to go, if you were visiting. John with the What Have You subscriber stickers. Thank you, John. AI Cascade Brewery tour. Now, if you were going to go up Mount Wellington, this would be the time. This would be the time. You want to look up the mountain. You want to look at the mountain. And if you can see the top, go for it. If you're in Hobart and you're considering going up Mount Wellington, this is what you want to see. If you don't see this, don't worry about it. I was up, says Amy. For you page, hashtag John. Thank you so much. I'm going to have one last look at the Cascade Brewery as we walk through the Cascade Gardens now. The other ones. Last chance for a screenshot, John. Quite nice, actually. Put it up a bit more. That might be better for you. It's quite good. I went up Mount Wellington last week and it was so cold and windy. I don't think I've ever been up Mount Wellington that hasn't been cold or windy. So dress appropriately. Great job, Amy. I'm going to follow along, Amy, top left. There's your last chance for a screenshot. What have you? Thank you, John. You like these good pictures. Happy to accommodate. Looks the beautiful weather. Tried to text you last night. Live. I've used my free text lol. Not sure what you mean. Thank you. Coming out some beautiful colours in the gardens here. Look at the yellows and then look at the reds. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. If that sign wasn't there, that'd be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing if that sign wasn't there. Oh my God. That is so nice. Look at the colours. There's another good one for you, John. The colours coming through the leaves. Absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful park, one of the best parks in Hobart. Botanical Gardens are obviously another one. Ooh, sorry. Botanical Gardens, Jess, welcome in. Okay, we're going to walk up the east side this time. So we just see something a little bit different to anyone that's still in the chat, still sticking around. You see something a little bit different. And if you're new in the chat, then you'll see something new anyway. It is fall in Tasmania, autumn. The leaves are falling. I'm taking that for Betty. Beautiful. Yeah, Betty was a lovely 6th Mangoes and Cream subscriber. She couldn't make it today. I did send her a DM, but that's fine. People have lives. I'm living my life, and everyone else is living their life. And you're currently watching my life. So thank you. Thank you for the follow, Amy. I appreciate that. Going to check the stats quickly because I like stats. Had 32 people follow along. I appreciate each and every one of you 32 that have followed along. If whether you've watched for 1 minute or the hour and a half we've been on, 927 people have come through in an hour and 27 minutes. John, I apologise for doing these lives in your bedtime. John's from the UK and he's currently 2:26 in the morning. That's insane. My apologies, John. In Japan, we'll be doing a few more lives overnight, which will probably be in the morning for you. Might be a bit more friendly for you. So I do apologise. I enjoy watching. Nice park, says Tony. Yeah, this is the Cascade Gardens, Tony. Yeah, one of the best gardens in Hobart. Beautiful autumn colours. Beautiful autumn colours. The reds and the yellows are just so good. So good. Where in UK are you, John? Love your country, says Annabelle. Connecting people. Lancashire. Lanarkshire? Lanshire? I'll have to look that up later. I like maps. I've got family in Surrey. John? In Surrey? Oh, I can't do this way. Bro. Oh, well, we'll go this way instead. Nice spot. North. So it must get cold up there, John. Must get cold up there. So you got the beautiful like dam thing. I don't know if this is the Hobart rivulet, but that's holding up the wildness of whatever rains on Mount Wellington from coming down into Hobart and just flooding the whole place. Lang, Lancashire, Lancashire, Lancashire. I'm saying that wrong. It does get cold. It's a bit windy at the moment. Can anyone give me an audio check? Am I extra blowy at the moment, or are the AirPods doing their job? Can anyone give me a quick audio check? Annabelle with the breakdown. Lancashire. Doesn't sound too windy. Thank you, Annabelle. Appreciate that. Just sometimes I'm not sure because I can hear the wind, so I'm assuming that you can hear the wind. Oh, that's unlucky. Sorry, I just nearly stepped on something. There's a clean up after your dog, Hobart Parks. And then I'm not sure if that's a native poo or whether it's a dog, but that is a landmine if I've ever seen it. It's in a terrible spot. Terrible spot. See if we can get one more view of the brewery before we begin our walk back. John with the ha mangoes. Oh, here we go. You can kind of see the brewery and the Wellington in the background. All good, says Mike's World. So beginning our journey back. Gonna run or I get hit. What a view, John says. Mike's World and New Zealand. We're in Tasmania, the South Island of Australia. Mike, thank you for the likes as well. Mike, it does look New Zealandish, English-esque from time to time. It's unplugged the charger now. It's better. So this live will be put up on my YouTube, Mangoes and Cream Live, in full, as long as TikTok doesn't delete it like the battery point video. I had the wallpaper, I had the thumbnail, I had everything set up for the battery point one, and then it just got wiped from TikTok on my save files, and I was just like, no. I was bummed about that, unfortunately. So I gave you guys a sneak peek at the thumbnail that never was. So, but this one will be up there if TikTok allows me to save the entirety of it. Hello, Michelle. PCK, welcome with the likes. But yeah, so if you guys want to watch this in full on the YouTube or you want to subscribe on the YouTube, I would appreciate it. Mangoes and Cream Live. I'm trying to build the YouTube up because YouTube definitely pays people that are on there more with the ad revenue and whatnot. TikTok doesn't pay anything for ad revenue on here, which is obviously what keeps the world moving. The gifts and the subscriptions obviously help out immensely. But YouTube will be the end goal if I can get enough people on YouTube to monetize just with the ad side of things. But unfortunately, yeah, TikTok, you can swipe on TikTok all day long and you're not supporting the people on there at all in Australia, unfortunately. It's one of the many no stadium signs. This area is well known for not wanting anything to happen. There's a lot of older people here and they don't want anything to happen. From Devonport, apparently they used to be bus trams on that road. Yeah, I mentioned that at the start of the live, Tony. This was the first fully electric tram track in all of Australia, was the one at South Hobart, apparently, according to Google. Looks so peaceful, quiet and peaceful. John with a beautiful comment, tap, tap, follow plus. Thank you, John. If you guys want to do any of that on John's comment, please do. But yeah, YouTube will be the end goal of this. Not saying I'm abandon TikTok, but YouTube is where I've had most of my success over my channels over the past years and years. But Mangoes and Cream Live on YouTube, if you can follow that, subscribe to that, whatever it is, that'd be amazing. And also Instagram, Mangoes and Cream Live as well. Shameless promotion. Mike's World with the follow. Anthony with the share. Thank you. PCK with the likes. Coming up to the female factory again, guys. We're going to quickly breeze over this if you haven't seen it. As we walk back, I'm going to be back at my car at 12 o'clock because that's when I will get a fine, which would completely ruin my day. Another one of the many no-nos down here. I don't have my opinion on that. Got some school kids, so we'll just cross the road and get out of that. Get out of that view. This is a beautiful perimeter fence of the female factory. If you want to Google what that was used for, I'm not going to say it on TikTok. Hobart Cascade Female Factory. Hopefully there's not a tour right here. I can stick my gimbal through and get you guys a bit of a look. So this is yard one. Get a bit of a look in here. There's like just one big open spot. That's all good. And then you can see the lines here. They're like to represent walls of the cells. So they were all like little rooms for people. If I can get a better image over there, maybe. Come on. I can't get it. Sorry. Basically, over there, there's a bunch more plaques and stuff like that. There's actually a tour on over there at the moment. It's not that expensive to go in here as well. There's some writing on the wall there talking about the crimes that the women committed, which were like pickpocketing and stealing your bread and stuff like that. And then what they went through was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Mike says, was that the bike lane on the other side of the road? I'll show you guys the train thing up ahead shortly. Through there is like part of the wall's been like destroyed. I'm not sure if this place got partially demolished or whatever, but I think there might have been a fire. But this wall is like on an angle, bro. Like that is definitely falling over. Hence why this structure's been built to hold it up, I'm guessing, to keep the remains intact. But yeah, look at that. There's like this wall is bulging out. Absolutely bulging out. I'll show you the tram line shortly, guys. We've got the Cascade Female Factory. So this is a reproduction of the wall. They've remade this part. This bit got demolished. The bow in it. Yeah, like I'll show you this side. Oh man, that's actually really bad. All right, coming around now. Look at the like the art, like the bow in it. Yeah, the arch. That's crazy. And you've got Mount Wellington literally right there. But yeah, this is a World Heritage Site, female factory. So I've kind of done two lives in one, really, when you think about it. When you think about it, we've done the female factory. I think Annabelle recommended this one. If you can remind me, Annabelle. And the Cascade Gardens was another suggestion from one of the people following along. If you have any more, please put them in the chat below. Get a bit of more of a view now because there's not as many people in there. But basically, those lines in the ground are like represent the walls. But yeah, if you want to Google what this was used for, it's a maternity prison. John with the donut. Thank you, John. Appreciate any gifts that are sent. They're much appreciative. Is this near the brewery? Sophie says, it is. We just missed the brewery. We were out there for a good hour. Going to follow along for future lives though, Sophie, top left, and Mike with the rose. Thank you, Mike. And if you haven't used your daily heart me as well, top left. If you want to join the Mangoes and Cream team or subscribe with our 6 beautiful subscribers, you can be the 7th and you get some exclusive Mangoes and Cream stickers, emotes, and you get the Mac badge. John, if John comments, all the stickers, and you'll see the Mac badge, MAC, Mangoes and Cream. This is a convict. This is another convict brick. So this is original. See the little chips taken out of it? Chip, 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 chip. Treasure with the coffee. I made it coffee treasure because we were at the brewery and I was trying to find a beer, but there was no beer. So I made it coffee. So I appreciate that. Coffee magic. And this is like the little, can't really get in there very well. John with the stickers to show you guys what the subscriber stickers look like. This is the cottage that's still intact. Another courtyard thing where there was more stuffed. What was it used for? I can only say it was a maternity prison. It's about all I can say on TikTok. If you want to Google Cascade Female Factory in your own time, you will see what it was used for and how horrible it was. Is that another way to, can I see through there? That'd be amazing. Can see through there. Kind of. Yeah, can't really see, guys. Sorry. But yeah, it's a big, big spot. This is all reproduction wall, but this was obviously a giant wall to hold all the pregnant ladies in. I went grocery shopping. I'm back now, and we're still live. That's crazy. Thank you for coming back, Treasure. Much appreciated. We're going to the brewery. You must have missed that part. Sorry about that. And you're back where you started again. We're back at the female factory again. You can kind of see the walls where there would have been buildings and stuff like that. But we've got a bunch of school kids here, so I'll just get around those. So I'm not have them on film. Big place. It was very large. If you want to Google how big it was. If you want to Google how big it was, that's a good image, actually. Yeah. Big place. Hi, where is this? Ella says, female factory in Hobart. We went to the Cascade Brewery earlier. Ella, thank you for your comment. If you want to follow along top left, we're going to leave the female factory now. One last look. That's what it's called, the female factory. Google it if you want to know what it is. It's not a nice place. Cascade, where is that? Cascade, Hobart. We're in Hobart. Thank you for the likes, Ella, as well. Going to follow along again, top left. Any happy little ghosts down in the creek? Treasure's spam in the chat now with the likes. Thank you, Treasure. We're up to 35,000. We've reached 40 in the C2 league, whatever that is. Sorry, what country? We're in Australia. Sorry, Ella. We're in Australia. And this is the South Island of Australia called Tasmania. And then at the bottom of Tasmania is a city called Hobart, the capital. And then we are in South Hobart, which is kind of southwest. Yeah, all right, now you're with us. And if you want to Google what the Cascade female factory is, you can do that. And if you want to if you want to Google what the Cascade Brewery is, you can do that too. But that's basically the oldest, still in use brewery in all of Australia. So we're going to come back up to the main road shortly. I'll just show you the river one more time. Where the first electrified, trolley cart, trams, whatever you want to call them, around the world was in Australia. Looks a lot like South Africa. Oh God, I haven't heard that one before. Thank you. I don't think it looks like South Africa. I've seen a lot of South Africa on pictures, but hey, if you think it looks like it, then all to you. We've got a weird industrial building, not a great place for that. G'day, whereabouts is this, please? Tully, Jess and Tully. This is Hobart, Tasmania, looking at Mount Wellington. Thank you for the comment. If you want to follow along, top left. Jess, I'm currently in Ireland. Oh, you're neighbours to John, one of our subscribers. Mount Wellington, now would be the time to go up there. There's a big cloud coming, but you're still good at the moment. Giving you guys suggestions on when you should go up to Mount Wellington when you're in Hobart. Now is the perfect time. If you can see the top, takes 20 minutes to get up the top. Once you get up the top, spend 20 minutes there. You don't need any longer because it's windy and cold and you can't do anything other than cry inside the hut. If you go outside, you just get blown away. Thank you for following Jess. Ah, sweet. I'm in Burnie. Cool. We've got a heap of Burnie followers in the chat from time to time. And then it takes 20 minutes to get down, taking you to an hour. You just need 1 hour of your time in Hobart to see Mount Wellington, but only bother if you can see the top. Do not go up there if it's cloudy. It's not worth it. It's cold, miserable, and you can't see anything. You might as well put a blanket over your head and stick your head in a fan because you'll get the same outcome. Only go if you can see the top. Mount Wellington's looking very pretty today. Treasure with the koala refuel. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone that sent gifts today. Like I said, this is greatly appreciated. It does motivate me to continue doing these cool adventures for you guys. Like I said, I've been here many, many times. They're olives. They're massive olives. So olive season is in the winter. And you want to pick them when they're brown like that. Whoa. You want to pick them when they're brown or dark red. I know that because my family had an olive farm. We had over 100 olives down in the Huon. Marty, welcome. Maddie, welcome, sorry. Look at this flower. What is this? What are you? The bees are loving you. John, there's a nice good one for you. If you're interested in the flowers. Probably Betty, more so Betty. What is that? Felix, welcome back. That is a weird looking flower. I've never seen that before in my life. The bees are loving them. Look at that. That is a stunning plant. I'm not sure what that is. It's kind of like a wattle. Kind of like a wattle, but it's like a circular wattle. Bees are loving them, these. If anyone knows flowers, someone call up Betty. Thank you, John. Yeah. There you go, John. Betty's one of our subscribers and she likes flowers, so I'm trying to appease everyone here. But I appreciate everyone for watching. Like I was saying, any monetized gifts or subscribing is much appreciated. Likes, comments, shares are free though if you're not able to monetize the channel with me. It's completely fine. I like your comments and I appreciate seeing how many likes we get at the end of each stream. We got up to 70,000 in the Kingston live on Saturday. That was crazy. We're up to 37 already today, which is nuts. But we've got about 10 minutes left on our journey here, guys. 14 people. We've had probably 14 to 15 people watching at all times, which is a bump from 10 normally. And we got to a high of about 50 at one point when we got to the female factor at the beginning, which is crazy. I don't know if like I tickled the TikTok algorithm the right way. I don't know. But TikTok's definitely the way to go at the moment until my Mangoes and Cream Live YouTube picks up on the subscribers enough for me to monetize that for you guys. So if you want to follow along YouTube, Mangoes and Cream, as well as Instagram as well. There's actually a link on my profile. If you guys want to follow along there. You get the live in full if you've missed like Treasure, who missed the Cascade part, you could watch what you missed in the live. We'll have the live up at some time today, as long as TikTok doesn't delete it on me, like the Battery Point one. So you travel Tassie or all over? I live in Tassie. I'm happy to go within reason to most places in Tassie within, an hour of Hobart, Mike. And I'm going to Japan on Saturday. And I'm there for 26 days, and I'll be doing 26 lives in 26 days. And I'll be doing a snack of the day. We'll be at a cool location, tourist bus. So I live in Tassie, 10 years. So if you have any questions about Tassie, I'm happy to answer them. And I've lived in WA for 26 years before that. Looking back down. So basically, that's a good example. It's not really a good example now, but that's somewhere around here would have been where the trams were. Just for whoever asked before. I am back. Had to go down some washing. My daughter lives in Burnie. That will be brilliant, John says. John's looking forward to Japan, obviously. But thank you coming back to Rob. And Mangles is in the chat. Heart me, thank you. You've missed nearly all the live and Mangles. We went to Bear with Me for coffee. It was great. We had a caramel brownie, a snack of the day, 4 out of 5 mangoes. And we went to the female factory. We got to a high of 50 people watching. And then we went to the Cascade Gardens, Cascade Brewery, and I'll have the full live up on my YouTube, Mangoes and Cream. The link is on my main page sometime this afternoon if you want to follow along there. I live in Hobart, says Haley. Well, follow along. Did you get to the factory yet? Did I miss it? Rob, I went there twice. I went there on the way there and the way back. You must have missed both of them. But like I just said, Rob, if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mangoes and Cream, it's a link on my page, TikTok page. Send you straight there. Follow along there, subscribe, and I'll have the live up for you to watch in your own time if you wish. Rob with the where. And Mangles reached level 13 of the fan club. Thank you. Well, we're coming down. I think this is called Cascade Road or South Hobart Road or something. I can't remember. Thank you for the follow, Haley. Have a lovely Arvo. Annabelle, thank you for stopping by again. I think this is maybe one of your suggestions going to Cascade. Can't remember, but I appreciate everyone's suggestions. 40K, Treasure's like tap, 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 tap. What are we trying? We got 9 minutes. What can we get to in 9 minutes? You want to tappity tap tap? I'm basically walking back to my car now. I will be getting a fine at 12 o'clock, a parking fine. So I am walking at a moderate pace. They're old houses. I live in old houses. There's lots of old houses in Tassie. Lots of old houses. So many. 50K, that's what Treasures. I haven't set the goal. Treasures set the goal of 50. If you guys want to try and get to 50K in 9 minutes, go for it. Are they old houses? I read that already. I'm an idiot. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. At 1.50 people, which is really, really nice. What's this say? I haven't seen any happy little ghosts in South Hobart, which is interesting. The old homothonic house. Interesting. It was a hospital. Yeah, so that's St. John's Hospital, which is now called Calvary. I think it's called Calvary. Yeah, Calvary. Well, that's the owners. This is a Cascade Hotel. I've never been there. I've never had a meal there. I can't tell you if I recommend it or not, because I've never been. Here's an old building for you. That's about as old as they get, my guy. Rob, very old. Mike's World with the likes, John with the likes. Everyone's tapping to 50K in 8 minutes. If you can, if you can't. Like I said, it's the It's the freest way to support the channel. Likes, comments, shares. Another old building. It's very English. It's got a plaque. Cascade Cottages, 1840. Guys, 1840. Hobart is one of the oldest, if not the oldest town in all of Australia, and it's at the bottom of Australia. Very fascinating how they came to land here. Yes, we can. Tap, tap, tap. 43,000 with 7 minutes. That's a lot of tapping. But if you guys want to jump on the main page and check out some of my other short videos, for if you're not got the attention span to watch 2 hour live video, there's another. We just put up our third happy little Hobart Ghosts video. Jason, hey, my capital, my state capital. Thank you for stopping by, Jason. If you want to follow along, top left. We put up our latest happy little Hobart Ghost video. Yesterday or the day before. It's going pretty well on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I appreciate anyone that has watched it already. If you want to go check it out, there's 2 other ones as well. And we've also got a couple of cute wombat videos, some quick under 1 minute visiting Mariah Island and the likes of Richmond. That's cute. It's like a food stand. That is cute. There's eggs there, man. They're expensive. And there's a little library as well. Very cute. It's out in the open though. That's a bit sad. It's only going to get ruined. There's Ginger Brown, one of the other places that was recommended to me to get a cafe or something to eat. I chose Bear With Me because I think I've been there once before. It's just called Ginger Brown. It's got a very high Google rating. Bear With Me had a 4.8, so I decided to go there for something different. Got 5 minutes left. We got 45,000 likes. Save treasure from a torment. Help her tap the screen. Like I was saying, last call on any gifts. If anyone feels like supporting the channel further or following along, top left, use your daily heart means in the chat. Treasure said, at Mangles and Cream. Tony with the rose. Thank you, Tony. We've got a funny mural up ahead. I'll show you guys one more time. John with the koala refuel. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. 2 koala refuels. Getting in there with the last gifts for the day. Again, I really appreciate it, guys, as we make it to 12 o'clock. 46,000 likes. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this live today for the last 2 hours. It went quick, I reckon. It went really quick. I'm running on time. I'm going to go into the city now and go to the bank and do some stuff, get some lunch. Here's that cool mural. So, like I was saying earlier, I might cross here, actually. I might cross here. Is this where the tram, to the grey part, that's where the tram would go through? If anyone asking, the first electrified tram in Australia, right there. I don't remember where I parked my car. So this is the funny God is a DJ mural. If you were to replace this part here with a DJ deck, it looks like the priest is spinning some tunes. That's what I see in my head anyway. I just thought it was funny. Every time I drive past there, I'm like, God is a DJ. 48,000 likes, 3 minutes left. Got to figure out where my car is. I think I'm coming up to it. Thank you for the follow. Too blessed. Any last follows? Top left. We're going to Japan on Saturday, and we will be there for 26 days. We're going to do 26 lives, hopefully, depending on reception. Use it with a follow. And we're going to be doing a cool location each day and a snack of the day, whether it's something local in the area or whether it is something from the convenience store. It's going to be a great time. If you guys want to stop by, if you follow along, you'll get a notification, hopefully. And if you subscribe to the Mangoes and Cream team, you'll get a personal DM from me each and every time I go live. This is a little touch for my appreciation. If you do pay to subscribe, you'll get a little DM from me just to say that I'm live, just so you get a reminder. 50K! We did it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We made it. Woohoo! Great job, everyone. Oh, there's a cool church here, but it's actually not a church. It's a state school. Interesting. 1895. Ooh, that went too far. Everyone's still tapping. 1 minute left. I've got to find my car. Where's my car? Again, thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. I do appreciate it a lot. We had a hell of a journey today. Like I said, if you missed any of the live, I will be putting it on my YouTube. I will be putting it on my YouTube shortly. Wait, where's my phone? But I'm going to sign off here because I need to figure out where my car is. Thanks again, guys. See you in the next one.